Okay, we've got one more repair skill. This is another skill that is it can be used a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. This is gratitude and reassurance. It's two skills technically, but you and I believe that they are deeply
They are very,
interconnected.
very, connected.
Um, so, when to use gratitude and reassurance? Um, Everywhere, all the time,
Yeah,
like
that's the thing about this one. It's not just a repair skill. It's also resentment prevention. It's connection. It's a connection enhancer.
it is, yeah. So I think of this as magic pixie dust, throw it all over everything, absolutely. But um, when we're talking about like, repair specifically, like, so let's talk about harm has happened or an expectation was unmet.
Mhm.
I'm experiencing something that I didn't want to. Uh, the tool of gratitude and reassurance is incredibly powerful because it each of these does something special. They each and they both center the experience of the other. They
Mhm.
center the experience of this differentiated, sacred, valuable other who you are relating to. A lot of times when we are struggling to repair, it's because we're trying to fix the feeling of ick in ourselves. Like, this feels icky. I don't want to have done anything wrong. I don't
Mhm.
want this to feel bad. Or maybe I don't feel like I did anything wrong, but I do know that there's repair needed. And gratitude and reassurance both center the experience of the person you're relating to. And also, they can feel good for me. I can also experience them as good, yummy feelings. So, gratitude, really simple. Saying thank you. I mean, honestly, you're the master of this.
Oh, thanks.
You
I've worked hard at it.
You remind me all over the place. Say thank you rather than I'm sorry. And obviously,
Yeah.
we've done a whole thing on apology and accountability. So I'm a big believer in I'm sorry. But the knee jerk, I'm sorry, the I'm sorry that is just because we bumped into each other in the grocery store, or
Mhm.
the I'm sorry that's coming because you waited for me to watch the show that we were going to watch and you didn't want to have to wait, but you did wait for me. And I say, oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Really, thank you censors your experience
Yeah.
and also acknowledges that the true feeling, I'm not sorry that I'm here now and I'm ready to watch the show together with you. I'm grateful that you waited. That
Right.
that's the true feeling. So gratitude, let's
So
leave.
that one goes a long way to energizing the connection between us.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So gratitude, let's leave gratitude and just move to reassurance though.
Mhm.
Reassurance is something that I see people, they seem to get tired of it, right? So reassurance is reparative because when we experience rupture, there's the obvious next step would be, oh, I need to be reassured that things can be better, that they will be better, that my partner's in this with me. But when we're in cycles of, like, especially a long pattern cycle of rupture over the
Yeah.
same thing, or when we're trying to change paradigms and my partner just keeps needing reassurance about the same topic, it's easy to get into a mindset of, oh my gosh, I can't believe you need reassurance about this again. I've already done it. It's unhelpful. It's unreparative. So I want us to move reassurance into the category of this is a repair skill. Get comfortable reassuring your partner because this centers their experience. So reassurance can look as simple as I'm here with you. I want to hear what you have to say.
Mhm.
I want to work through this with you. Reassurance might also look like reviewing an agreement that you currently have, like literally reviewing it, reread it, and check. Do you actually understand what's there? Are you actually are you recommitting to this? Yeah, okay. You do this for me all the time. If we have a rupture around an agreement that we've had, I'll say, "Do you even know what you agreed to?" Like, I feel like you
Mhm.
don't. You'll review your agreement, come back and reassure me that you do understand. You'll tell me what's in the
Yep.
agreement, and then you will reassure me that you are in it and that you are committed to it.
Yeah. And
And
I
this
want
isn't
to,
just about non-monogamy stuff. I mean,
oh
we do
no.
this over, if you forget to publish a podcast episode on a particular date that you said you were going to, and then
Yep.
I get frustrated and you go back and review the operations manual that says when you were supposed to do that,
Yep.
and it was tasked to you for you to offer me reassurance that yes, you understand that was a mistake, and also you're going to put something in place to make sure that it doesn't happen again, but most of all, that you're in it with me
Right.
and that you're taking responsibility and that you're still here. You still want to do this.
Yep. And I want to address the repeated need for reassurance that people get sometimes. I don't know if this metaphor works at all, but it's currently working for me. Like gratitude energizes the connection between us.
Mm.
Reassurance takes up the slack. And
Mm.
how much slack there is in the connection can have a lot to do with the patterns. Like if I consistently don't get the podcast published when it's supposed to be, there's going to be a lot of slack in there. There's going to be a lot of reassurance needed that yes, I do understand this. Yes,
And
over and over.
so that slack we're talking about is the slack that amounts to a lack of trust.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right.
trust you to do the things that you said you're going to do. And sometimes that is based on evidence I am observing with my own eyes,
Yep.
things I'm experiencing. And sometimes that is based on the patterns I experienced in a relationship
Yep.
before this relationship or
Right.
other than this
I
relationship.
might not have any responsibility for that slack at all.
And
But it doesn't mean
sometimes,
you don't want it, need
yeah.
it.
Okay. And there's one more case.
Mhm.
Sometimes this lack of trust where we're looking for reassurance, it's stemming sometimes, not always, sometimes from projection. I
Mm.
have big jealous reactions. I still have big jealous reactions. So sometimes I will project that onto you who does not have big jealous reactions.
Mhm.
And in projecting that, I start offering you a whole bunch of reassurance that you're not asking for, or
Mhm.
I assume all my worst fears about myself and how I'm going to react. I assume them about you. I assume you're not going to follow through. So reassurance is also about getting clear on who am I looking at? Who is this person?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can work on reassurance for myself, but I can also ask you to reassure me even if the call's coming from inside my own house.
Absolutely.
Even if I'm freaking myself
Mhm.
out, I can ask you to join me in that.
And
And
that is
not
a way that this is such a valuable repair and connection skill is I can support you
and your
in
willingness
the
to
struggle
do
you're
that.
having around this. So sure, I can reassure you.
Your willingness to reassure me rather than to say, we've already been through this, or
Yeah.
we already have an agreement that covers this, or why do you need to hear that again? That's the trust builder.
Yeah.
That's what actually gets there. And that's reparative. We talked in another in another one of these repair skills, we talked about how sometimes the thing we're repairing isn't just the relationship between you and I. In fact, many times the thing that we're repairing is deep emotional wounding that has happened in other relationships going all the way back into our childhood.
Yeah.
And so reassurance is also about meeting your partner where they are. Some people need a lot of reassurance.
Yeah. And the
If that is not
reason,
something you're interested in providing, then you may not be a good partner for this person.
right.
And that's something to really evaluate because you were not always available for a lot of reassurance.
Yep.
You used to be kind of confused, it seemed, about why I needed to hear the same things over and over again. I remember I used to ask you, I used to work overnights. And when I was gone, I wouldn't know whether you were with other people or not.
Mhm.
Now, it wasn't totally true. I did know. We had talked about it, but I had this fearful imagination that something else was going to happen and I wasn't there to observe. So I kept asking you every morning after I would come back from work, I would ask you to just reassure me that we're okay, we're still in relationship, and that nothing happened that was outside of our agreements. Every single morning.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was about
Mhm.
my imagination getting away from me. And you struggled with it at first, but after a while I saw you settle into the repair that you were offering. Like, oh, this is actively getting better. And here's the thing, it has.
Yep.
I didn't need that forever. I needed
Yeah.
it for a few months and it did get better. And I see reassurance rebuild trust all the time, but people often give up on it way before it's going to
Yeah.
have the reparative effect.
And the reason that we we put gratitude in with reassurance is because everything you just said applies to gratitude as well.
Yeah.
There are situations where if you have been feeling like, if you have had a bunch of experiences that leave you feeling taken for granted,
Yeah.
you're going to really respond strongly to lots of gratitude.
Right.
In fact, if with a little bit of self-reflection, you start asking for it. Like, wait, I want to know that that I'm receiving gratitude. Great. So you do
It's
that, and you can, and I can help you regain your, in this case it's not trust, what is it, well, maybe it is a kind of trust that
I
you're
think
not
it's
being
your trust.
taken advantage of.
It is. It's the trust in the system.
Mhm.
We're it's a virtuous cycle. Gratitude and reassurance provide a virtuous cycle of building trust. And if you start to get frustrated with it, it's also worth looking inside. Is it you? Do you believe that you don't deserve reassurance? Are you
Oh
struggling
yeah.
to allow yourself to want gratitude, or are you feeling taken for granted? So,
Yep.
if you're feeling resistant to providing gratitude or reassurance as repair, as an ongoing, like, in situation,
Right.
constant, continual repair that we're just doing, like, we want the kind of repair that's like applying a really good night cream to your under eye bags. We want that kind, like, just every day, all the time. If you're feeling resistant to applying all of this magic to your
Yeah.
relationship, you might look within. It might
Yeah.
be that you're feeling some resistance because you don't believe that you deserve it either. Okay. So there are lots of ways you can tweak this one. There are lots of great ways you could tweak gratitude and reassurance. I want you to make them yours. It's important that you make them yours. So talk about them.
Yep.
Talk about them with each individual partner you have, so that you get clear on how do they receive gratitude? How do they receive reassurance? Not everybody wants verbal reassurance.
That's
Some
right.
people want embodied reassurance. Some people they want to feel the pressure of your body against theirs. They want to feel you, or they want to see you taking steps to make time for them. Keep an open mind about what reassurance looks like,
And
and
then
brainstorm that together with the
yep,
people you're
brainstorm
partnered
that
with.
together and find your own authentic source of gratitude and reassurance.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Ken.